That is also a mode I like the best with Snapcaster, it turns out. Um, we're going to see a draw from Jesse. It looks like that was a forest. And now that he has tapped mana or he's looking at tapped mana, he might try to do some awesome plays here. We'll see. He has access to 4. 2 mana is going to tap for the Scavenging Ooze, and that's going to help against Snapcaster Mage. If the Ooze stays active against Snapcaster, Ethan might actually be in trouble this game, as well, not really. He does have another Cryptic in his hand, and he might have an Anger of the Gods at this point. I think I saw a Tassiger, maybe. No Inquisition? Alright, so Ethan goes to 12 from that previous attack, and Inquisition is going to come down and look at Shaman of the Great Hunt, Elvish Archdruid, and Court of Calling. Shaman of the Pack, I'm sorry, it's the Magic Origins Drain Elf. I'm going to have to call him Drain Elf, because I will never remember its name. And I think you have to take the Court of Calling if you're Ethan. Court of Calling will be taken. You might want to get a hold of Liam Neeson, because that card is nowhere to be found. And Jesse has 2 green sources up and a Burrington Forge Tender, so he's in an okay position here. He's going to have some threats against Snapcaster Mage, which can't do much. So, yeah. I'm sure that he's going to Snapcaster... Well, no. I was going to say he's either going to Snapcaster Bolt, but he doesn't have a second black. He can't even Inquisition to get another card. Ooze is going to use its ability one time to eat a Elvish Mystic, get a +1/+1 counter, and gain Jesse a life. And I believe he's just going to untap, as if he taps it again, that... Oh, no, it'll die. Okay. Okay. I was about to say, Jesse... Alright, draw for Jesse, and it looks like that was, I can't tell, it might have been another chord. He's going to get in there with all 3. Ooze is a 3/3, and the other 2 are 1/1 creatures, so it would be 5 points of damage total. He's going to flash in a Snapcaster, and he's going to target Lightning Bolt, that specific Lightning Bolt, and in response, Jesse is going to Scavenging Ooze, removing the targeted Lightning Bolt. It does work, as it targets the spell engrave, so that spell is exiled forever now. And now he could block if he wishes with his Snapcaster Mage. And it could either trade with the Forge Tender, which might not be the worst play, but the problem is it will put multiple cards in his graveyard, so the Ooze will live through a Anger of the Gods. If Ethan has a Terminate, that will handle the Scavenging Ooze, however. He's just going to chump the Ooze and take 2 damage down to 10, it looks like. Once again, Ethan's making sure he knows what he wants to do and is thinking of the best lines of play to make him see extra cards to try to draw his twin combo. So Ethan's going to take 2 down to 10. And they did not mark it on the score pad. But a Nettle Sentinel is going to come down, and Jesse is going to go ahead and eat the Snapcaster now. So 16 is going to stay because he loses a life from the Llanowar Waste, and then gains a life from the Scavenging Ooze. So this Ooze will grow up to a 4/4, but he will stay at the same life. It's 10-16 in favor of Elves, as Twin draws another card, and it looks like he has plenty of answers, actually. He should be able to at least kill the Scavenging Ooze. Jesse has the Burrington Forge Tender for the Anger of the Gods play, but Terminate's going to come down and kill that and handle it. And then a land's going to come down and he's going to pass it over. Right now, Jesse has 4 points of damage in play. He can make it 6 with an Archdruid, but there's no point. He's just going to attack for 2. And I'm not sure if we actually went offline, but it says we did. I really hope we didn't. So hopefully you all are still with me. It says I got kicked offline. I don't know what that's about. Looks like Ethan's going to go to 1 and he's going to fetch. A blood crypt tapped. And that's going to be it. Looks like Jesse got it, and he played his way around that. And we will be back momentarily. Oh, okay. As long as it stayed, that's all that I really wanted. Yeah, it said that on my on the thing I'm watching the Twitch on, it told me that I timed out or went offline for a moment. But yeah, so that was the end of that match. It's pretty awesome Magic being played by both of our players. We have Ethan Epstein on the left playing, or he was playing Grixis Twin, and on the right we had Jesse Hill playing Elves, who took the match 2-1. Pretty awesome plays by Jesse, especially in that second game. He held that Dispel for the Collected Company, or he held the Collected Company against Open Mana, thinking or knowing that Ethan plays Dispel, so he next leveled him a little bit and made it to where he just had a dead Dispel in his hand the entire game. Then he finally, when he tapped out, cast the Collected Company and was able to get through and deal enough damage to attack for game. And then in that game, you got to see basically what happened. It was pretty awesome. For Jesse, I suppose, Ethan was very landlight. And then Jesse just played enough creatures and Ethan couldn't handle them all. And I guess he never had Cryptic like I thought. It was just the one Cryptic, and then he used that to bounce the Snapcaster back. So, in the meantime, I'm going to go next door and see if I can find out who our next table will be or something. So I'm going to leave you with the Star City Games Invitational Qualifier / Preliminary Pro Tour Qualifier information up on the screen, and we will be back momentarily with our next round, hopefully, and I'll be able to find out more about the door prize, or the giveaway and stuff like that. So I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. And I am sorry that I had to leave you alone. Unfortunately, there's not really room because of this thing. I'm not able to get anybody in here with me really anymore, other than our favorite person in the world, Big Daddy Garrick. You're my favorite, Garrick. My boy. Alright. So I figured out what we're going to be giving away this evening. It's a card from Magic Origins. And it's a pretty good card, I think. Controversial card. As in, I remember this card, there was a lot of fakes going around when Magic Origins was getting spoiled. So, without further ado, I'm going to give away a Chandra Fire of Kaldesh. Now, the way that you get this, and we'll probably give it away at around, I don't know, let's say 9:30. Whenever the stream game on the next round ends, I'm going to give it away. So, it's hard to tell, but I would say 9.